Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to today's video. This camera, like the screen that I like see myself in, is loose and it keeps like falling back, and then all of a sudden I'm upside down and I can't tell if what I'm filming is what I want to be filming. But I decided to do my hair care video today because as you probably know, I've mentioned it 100 times now, I'm on a hair care journey. I'm on a journey to get thick, long, Rapunzel style, luscious locks hair, okay? And I mentioned to you before that I'm doing this over probably the course of at least a year. Preferably I filmed the start of it at the start of start of February, as like a before, and then I wanted to use that video 6 months down the line and see how my hair's got on in the process of 6 months. And I've shared that with you and told you that, but I've had so many people ask me questions like, well, what are you using? Like, is anything working so far? You know, I don't want to wait 6 months because what if it's worked for you and then, you know, I'm 6 months behind and that kind of thing. So I thought, you know what, I will share with you what I'm doing right now. Obviously, not much has happened because it's only been about 6 weeks since I started like changing my hair care routine and all the rest of it. But I thought I might as well share it with you because if you are someone that's also on a hair journey, wants to start a hair journey, you might test some of these things out and they might work for you over the next couple of months. And to save you waiting 6 months to find out if they worked for me, find out for yourself. So I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to try and do it as seamlessly and as straightforward as possible because I'm looking and there's a lot of stuff in front of me and I don't feel like, do you know what, I do use a lot of things, but, oh, that's a bit revealing, but I'm going to break it down, and I've even typed it out in my notes so I can like share it with you on the screen as to what I do. So my hair isn't in bad condition by any means, okay? Actually, I always get compliments on my hair because it's quite volumized, it's, you know, healthy looking, that kind of thing. People always ask me about my colour and things like that as well, but I did just feel like at the end of last year, I don't know if it was stress, I don't know if it was COVID, I don't know if it was this whole 4-year cycle with your hair. I also didn't really look after my hair the same way as I look after my skin. There was a lot of factors that I think went into my hair just feeling really thin and really kind of dead from like the bottom down. So I have no issue like top of my hair like creating volume. I normally wear my hair like this, like no issues doing that whatsoever. But I just felt like from like here down there was like no hair, and it was kind of an all of a sudden thing. I just thought, why is my hair like disappeared? Like my boyfriend said it to me, he's like, you all of a sudden have a bob. Men are so silly. You know, they say things and they don't realise what they say. I was like, well, my hair's falling out, thinking I had alopecia, thinking something was going on. And he was like, no, your hair just looks really short. Did you get it cut? And I'm like, no, I didn't get it cut. It's clearly falling out. And then my sister said it to me as well. She was like, your hair just looks really like there's not much of it left. And I was like, oh my God, you know, I actually think you're right. And I notice it more when it's in a ponytail. So clarification, very much down to genetics. The women in my family have thin hair, and that is, I'm saying that out loud right now, okay, before anyone comes at me and says it's because you're vegan. Like my mum, my gran, my sister has hair extensions in because her hair's thin. All my aunties, everyone has thin hair in our family. Not like thin hair, because I know some people have like really thin hair, but we just have, I would say, like averagely thin hair. You know, nobody has like thick, bouncy, luscious hair. I would say my younger cousins do, but like myself, my sister, my mum and my aunts, I would say we all have just kind of like standard hair. Like no one has like really thick bouncy hair. So that's one thing that I want to just point out. My genetics haven't helped me with the hair situation. So yes, I do have the ability to grow my hair as well, but I felt like I've never had it past my boobs, like the start of my boobs. Like I have photos on Instagram and stuff from like a year ago, 2 years ago, and my hair is down there, but it's still the same like thickness, it's the same density, it's still quite thin. So my hair goal is to have hair down to like here, you know, and it just to be thick and volumized. And I've done a lot of research into it. I'm really trying to work it out. And you know, I was feeling like these parts of my hair here when I pulled my hair up were quite bald looking. That already looks better, you know. And I think a lot of girls struggle with that, like their hairline just feeling a bit like, not receding, because that's probably not the word to use, but you know, just like it's not as full, it's not got that like glamorous bouncy hair. So I'm going to talk you through, that's already been a 5-minute introduction, talk you through, hopefully within another 5 minutes, as to what I've been doing for my hair. Now, I'm not a hair expert, none of this is sponsored, everything here has been purchased with my own money. I'm not an expert, you know, and I've only been doing this for like 6 weeks.
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. I've only been doing this for 2 fucking days. Like shit. Give me a fucking break.
So this is just my journey, my experience, just in case you're on the same path as me. This might help you. Then again, it might not. So number 1, brushes. I've changed my brush to a wet brush. I got this on Cult Beauty. I'll try and link everything down below, but I got this in Cult Beauty, and I only really use this actually when my hair's wet, because I was feeling like after I wash my hair it's quite tuggy and I don't want to brush it, but this was amazing for that. And normally I just use a wooden brush. I've always used a wooden brush. I don't really use a plastic brush because I feel like that really pulls at your hair. So that's the first thing. Second thing is a scalp massager. I've had this for a very long time. I honestly don't know where I got it from. Probably Amazon, because I buy everything on Amazon. But I will tell you how I use it probably as I go through the products. But essentially, I use this when I have like a hair mask in or a scalp scrub, and just, or even oils, and just to really massage and stimulate your scalp, get the circulation going. It's actually really enjoyable as well. You know, I just sit and I'm like, it's great. Amazon, I believe, and Cult Beauty. Now, product wise, one thing I was finding, I did a lot of research on TikTok. Okay, TikTok is a great place, but it is not research based or scientifically backed or anything like that, as is all of social media, okay, unless someone has proof of studies in science. You know, you're just kind of taking their word for it. So TikTok has been great because it's encouraged me to go and look at these claims and help me find products that I do actually like. So the first things first is, what are these called? Basically hair vitamins. Now, I don't really believe in vitamins for like hair growth and, I don't know, especially weight loss and all that kind of stuff. I don't ever go anywhere near those kind of things. But it was Sky Wheatley, who's an Australian vlogger. I was watching her hair care video, and she basically went from like a mullet to like this amazing long thick hair, and one thing she was raving about was this gzAPU Health hair and energy tablets. So they're vegetarian capsules, thus, you know, like they're vegan friendly. But yeah, she was raving about them, and she was really saying, again, she like tried them out herself and things first. Like I said, nothing sponsored. I paid for these. I think they were, honestly I don't know the price of them, but I've only been using these, I've only been using for about 2 weeks. I've really not had this for 6 weeks, so I can't say anything about them yet. They're basically just a capsule, like you'll see it's just this, like a pill, and you have one with your breakfast every single day. Honestly, I was at the point where it was like, I'm going to try one supplement and give it a bash and see if it makes a difference. And it's going to be hard because I've changed a few things in my hair care routine to know exactly which control variable has worked. Not control variable, whatever, you know what I mean, whatever thing I've changed has worked, but I'm hoping that it's just a combination of them all. So yes, gzAPU Health Hair and Energy. I've only been taking these not even 2 weeks because I was away in London and I never took them for 3 days. I'm not going to lie, I do have high hopes for this because a lot of the reviews and the before and afters were really rather tremendous. But the thing is with hair care, right, I did read this, that hair care is not the same as skincare. You can change your skincare routine and have like benefits basically right away and see changes right away. Your hair takes months and months and months, which is really annoying. But here we are. I have months and months anyway, hopefully, you know, the time's going to pass, so I might as well put the effort in and see what happens. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to start using was a scalp scrub treatment. Now, this is from the Inky List, again, also on Cult Beauty. It's a glycolic acid exfoliating scalp scrub. So basically it removes product buildup and leaves hair looking healthy. So before I wash my hair, so I only wash my hair twice a week, normally Wednesdays and Sundays. I try and keep it the same days, just so I can keep track of it. So before I wash my hair, so throughout the week between washing my hair, I've put oil in, I've put dry shampoo in, there's hairspray in, there's heat protector spray, there's all kinds of stuff. So that's obviously all sitting on your scalp. Obviously I brush my hair and some of it will come out. So I always brush my hair before I wash it, and I put in this Inky List glycolic acid scrub, and you just like massage it into your head and leave it on for about 10 minutes, I think. yeah, leaving for 10 minutes and then I'll start washing my hair. So far I like this because I use this and the scalp scrub, so before I wash my hair I'm having just like a 10-minute massage. You know, I'm lying on my bed, I'm watching TikTok or a YouTube video, I have this in my hair and I'm massaging myself, and it's just like, it's a wee bit of self-care, I'm not gonna lie, it's a wee bit of self-care. Now for shampoo. So everybody raves about Olaplex, so I do use Olaplex, but I do feel like their products are quite heavy. You know, I feel them in my hair and I feel like, I don't know, it feels heavier. So I was using it twice a week for the first like 4 weeks. Then I just felt like it was too much. So I now only use Olaplex once a week, and then I will use a different brand the second time I wash my hair. So the first one I'm using right now, I change between the Olaplex Blonde Enhancing Shampoo because my hair, I'm trying not to dye it, and then also their Bond Maintenance Shampoo, so just the regular shampoo and the purple shampoo. So say it's Wednesday, I'll wash my hair with this. Then the following Wednesday, I'll wash my hair with this. The following Wednesday, this. I don't use this every week, I use it every 2 weeks. So I interchange these on the Olaplex days, and I also use the Olaplex conditioner on that day as well. Then the shampoo I'm mixing it in with is this Shea Moisture one. It's a Jamaican black castor oil strengthen and restore shampoo, which I have seen a lot of people talk about. I got this on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it also on other websites. If I find it on Cult Beauty, I'll show you it there. I actually bought this last year, started using it, stopped using it, started using it, stopped using it. So I'm back on using it again. So the things that I have read about here is castor oil and peppermint oil are supposed, and rosemary oil are meant to just be like it. They're meant to be the things to use in your hair, and this has castor oil and peppermint in it. So I'm using this on the Sunday, for example, and I always follow this up with a deep mask, also by Shea Moisture. Again, it's like argan oil, shea butter, sea kelp. So that's that one there. So the two brands I'm using for shampoo and conditioner, Olaplex one day a week, and then the Shea Moisture the other day a week. I don't know if you're supposed to mix products like that. I don't know. Do you know? But for me, the Olaplex is too heavy to use it twice a week. Like my hair it just doesn't feel as good, you know? So that's the washing cycle. After we wash, this is where it gets a wee bit complicated, but it's not really. First thing I do is I use this hyaluronic acid hydrating treatment. So I can't tell if this works yet or not, because so I use hyaluronic acid on my face, and I'm sure it's something like hyaluronic acid like holds up to, it's like 10,000 times its weight in water or something like that. I'm not sure the actual measurement on that, but it can do the same for your hair. So when my hair has been washed and conditioned and all the rest of it, I keep it in, like, you know the kind of turban towels you wear? I keep my hair in that for a good like 15-20 minutes, just to kind of dampen it, like make it damp dry, rather than, like, I don't do this with a towel because that just makes it so tangly. I would then put this in. You don't want your hair to be soaking wet because then the product will just slide off. So I'm putting this in, but you need to add some kind of oil or something on top of it, otherwise it will dry your hair out. It will do the opposite of what it's supposed to do. I read into this, don't ask me the science behind it, but something's like an active and something's something else and all the rest of it. So you put something like this on your hair, you then need to lock it in. So I use the Olaplex bonding oil, this here, and as you can tell, like, look how much of that I've used. And I've used that longer than 6 weeks, so I would say this probably lasts about 2 to 3 months, but I've been going a bit crazy with it. I also read that this works as a heat protector, so, which, you know, I was thinking oil in your hair, you then don't want to style it with heat because it'll burn and frazzle your hair. Apparently it doesn't, because it acts as a heat protector, apparently. But I always put on extra anyway, so I just have a heat protecting spray that I just spray on top. That is pretty much everything, you know. Then I just like brush through my hair, style it with, I use the, I'm so bougie and pretend to be fancy and use the Dyson Airwrap. I got it for Christmas. And honestly, I do really like it. The hairdryer, I'm just like, it's not really doing anything exciting, but the volumizing brush and the curling thing on it, I just feel like it's a much quicker way, and I'm not putting as much heat on my hair versus if I use like my curling wand. So I only use it for like day-to-day, you know, rough styling of my hair like today. But if I'm actually going out somewhere, I use my curling wand because it's more of a wave. Like, I don't really like curls, you know. I'm more of a kind of more beachy, wavy, messy hair look, so I use my curling wand for that. Anyway, so that's kind of all of that, but here's a couple of extra things. I did try the Olaplex number 6. Yeah, it's a bond smoother, so you're supposed to like leave in styling cream. So, you know, people when their hair, before they style their hair, instead of doing like the hyaluronic acid and the oil, goodness gracious, 2 seconds. It's my mother interrupting. We're actually going to go walk today, but it's pouring of rain, so we're not. Anyway, the Olaplex number 6, this you're supposed to put in your hair, yes, and like style your hair, like with the oil. A lot of people put it in their hand and then mix it with the oil. This is far too heavy for my hair. I don't know if I'm putting too much in, but I hate it. I don't like it, do not recommend, but that's personally for me, so if you want to try it, by all means, please do, but I don't know if I'm putting too much in. I could be putting too much in, so that's, I don't like it. The other thing is I did try a hair serum, and I'm not going to buy it again. So it's this one. I don't have any negatives to say about it. I just don't know if it's necessary to have like a hair serum and like a hair vitamin. I'd rather just take the vitamin and then see how that goes, and then maybe introduce this back in and see if that makes a change. I think I was just doing too many things at one time, but the one I did buy is the Vegamore one. I like it, you know, it smells nice, it doesn't make your hair greasy, you just run it across your hairline, massage it in, and I was doing that on days that I haven't washed my hair, so I'd wash my hair, do all the rest, then it'd be the 3 days in between next washing my hair that I would use that. But apparently the one oil that really works for your hair in terms of hair growth, apparently is scientifically backed, don't quote me, is rosemary oil. Now I've lost the lid. Rosemary oil I bought on Amazon super cheap, like this tiny wee thing. I think it was honestly about £6 or £7. You know, I was looking for more kind of natural things and things that just exist in the world rather than having to pay for expensive products. So yes, I've only really been using this though like on my hairline, because I saw that's where a girl was using it for like the regrowth of her hairline. So again, just in between hair washes, I just put a few wee drops and just massage it in. It does smell really strong though. Like I remember the first time I wore it to bed and Adam was like, you smell like smoke or like a bonfire or like something like that. I think, here's my rosemary oil. But it's very strong, so there's that. When we're talking about oils, I did also buy a spray bottle from Amazon, and I filled it with castor oil, jojoba oil, peppermint oil and rosemary oil. Is there any other ones? I don't know, because again, saw it on TikTok. It's just basically a blend of all these hair oils. Got them all on Amazon, all super cheap. I think I got them all for like £20. Put them in a spray bottle, which was like half full of water, and then the rest of it was like a blend of the oils. If I can find the TikToks, I will link them down below. You can check them out for yourself. But again, like between my hair wash days, I just kind of spray this on my hair. Spray it throughout my hair. I spray it on my scalp at night time. Not too much of it, because obviously it is oily. But you know, I give it a wee scoosh. Mainly on like my scalp line and my hairline. Don't know if it's working, but that's what I'm using right now. What was I going to say about that there? I'm trying not to use dry shampoo. I'm only using dry shampoo like the day before I wash my hair, if it's like really needing it. I can't do a slick back bun. I tried it. I tried to do the whole slick back bun with a hair mask in. I went to the gym with it, and the whole time I was like, this workout's ruined, because I just kept going, like in the mirror, like seeing my hair and being like, oh my god, I just look like I have really greasy hair. So that wasn't for me. Final thing I have been doing is I always sleep with my hair up. I can't sleep with my hair down. You know, you wake up and you're like, oh, that's not for me. So I use a scrunchie, like a kind of silky satin scrunchie thing. Again, Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon. And I also read about a satin pillowcase. So I got this one from Cult Beauty. It's the just as the satin pillowcase. Oh, Kished Beauty. This is my second one, because obviously I wash my bedding and need one in between. So that's why it's still in the box. But basically, you know, it's supposed to elevate your beauty rest. Tames frizz, reduces breakage while sleeping. It's also supposed to be good for your skin. All that. So yes. Oh, hand wash in cold water. I think that's what went wrong with my other one, because I washed the other one and it looks a bit like I shouldn't have washed it the way I washed it. But yes, also got this. So that's kind of everything. I hope that's straightforward. I feel like it's not. I feel like I was really just blabbing and ranting. But like I said, you know, I'm not a hair expert. I'm not even a hair noob. I'm not even a hair anything. This is just my hair right now. It's, the curls have drastically fallen out. But I'm trying to show you the like condition of my hair. Like the condition and the colour of my hair is absolutely fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it at all, and like my roots are volumed and things like that. It's just the actual body of my hair. I just want it to be thicker and I want it to be longer, which I think like most people do. So I'm on the journey to get there. I'm excited to make another video in about 6 months time. I basically started doing this at the start of February, and was going to do like February, March, April, May, June, July, like kind of by like July time, give you like an update on it. But I think now that I've kind of showed you what I'm doing, I can then revisit it all in 6 months. It wouldn't be 6 months now, it'd be like 4 months, and say, look, this actually worked for me or this didn't work. Some of you care, some of you don't, but I thought I'd make the video anyway because it's what's going on with, well, my life, I guess, doing my hair routine. Do I have anything else to add? I don't think so. I don't think so. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I'll try my best to answer them, comment them down below, but also I will link everything down below as much as I can. And yes, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.